Oh no! Ah! Is he here? Yes, he's here. I just liked my heading today and thought everyone should see it. It's not very often people get a chance to see the layout. Not the layout, the pre-thing. What's it called? The pre-slide. But I'm here. Hello! Oh, I've been electrocuted. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to share exactly what happened and the results. Obviously, it wasn't too bad. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing a Magic Monday. Is that better like that? The theme for this Magic Monday is being electrocuted. Have you been electrocuted? Let me know in the comments. See, that's clever, isn't it, already? Hello, Michael. Shocking news. Look at this. Oh, no. Zap. Hi, everyone. Ian here. Feeling positive in Edinburgh. This is Ian Pilbeam. I think it is. He's got coronavirus. Ah! Anyway, he's going to be great. He's going to be great. Of course he is. Steve's here, which is always good news. And yeah, please let me know where you're watching from. And have you been electrocuted? Have you ever done it? What did you do? Let me know. Mine's a bit of a bizarre one. To say the least. Of course it's a bizarre one. Ah, right. Nearly ready. We're going to start in a few seconds. Yes, we are. Are we ready then? Here we go.
It's the start of the week. Grab your coffee cups. It's Magic Monday Live.
All right, Magic Monday Live. And the theme today is I've been electrocuted. So if you've been electrocuted, let me know. That would be always interesting. So this is very interesting. Look at this. Sharon here. No, treated a few, though, as A&E consultant for kids. Aha. Well, that's actually when I electrocuted myself. I didn't do it this weekend. This weekend, I didn't electrocute myself. We did some fun stuff, though, which is great. I might talk about that in a second. Might talk about Will Smith as well. I thought that was very interesting, what's happened there. But right now, I just want to share this story and what I learned from it. Because I think there's learning in everything, isn't there? Of course, there's learning in everything. And I did electrocute myself. And often what I do is let's go back a step. Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a great week already. It's Magic Monday Live with me. It's Michael Heppel, and I am excited about a new week. It's an exciting week because at the end of this week, Write That Book, the next challenge starts. We open the pop-up group on Thursday night. We're going to have some fun over the weekend, and then the challenge starts a week today. If you haven't joined yet, writethatbook.co.uk. Come on, join. It's going to be great. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. But I'm here to talk about being electrocuted. So when I was 9 years old, I was given a chemistry set. I'd always wanted a chemistry set. Well, not always. I was 9. Anyway, I'd wanted one for a couple of years. And I was given this chemistry set. And part of the chemistry set contained magnesium ribbon. Now, if you've ever looked at magnesium ribbon, it's basically a long, thin strip of metal. And you can cut it and form it into shapes and do whatever. But then if you light it on your Bunsen burner, you get this incredible bright flame. And it's one of the experiments in your chemistry set that you have to make sure everything's all done and you've got a safe space and things can't get burned and all that type of stuff. And then you've got these little things that you hold the magnesium ribbon with, and then you light it with your Bunsen burner, and there's this huge, big, bright white flash, and it's really exciting. It's great. And I think I got this for Christmas, so probably a couple of days after Christmas, we did that experiment. But of course, didn't use all the magnesium ribbon. There was still a decent piece left. Anyway, my mum was in the kitchen, My dad was out at work. I don't know where my brother was. And I decided that I wanted to light magnesium ribbon. And I was trying to think about how I could do this because I wasn't allowed matches. Of course, I wasn't allowed matches because I was just a small child. And I remember at one point my dad lighting a cigar by getting a bit of tissue paper and touching it on the electric fire. You know where this is going already, don't you? Touching it on the electric fire, getting a little bit of tissue, lighting his cigar, and then putting that bit out because his lighter wasn't working on whatever reason. Can't remember why. So I knew that you could light things from a fire, from an electric fire. So I took magnesium ribbon, which is effectively metal, and then I got a pair of clamp scissors. So the type of things that you would close a wound with or something like that and then stitch it up. My mum was a nurse, and so she had all this gear at home, obviously. So I got these scissors, these clamp scissors. My mum might be actually watching now, which would be she's be the first time she's finding out about this. And I got a piece of magnesium ribbon, probably about the length of a pen, and I clipped it in like this. And I turned the fire on. And of course, I'm not stupid, so I waited until it was properly red. And then I took the magnesium ribbon and I went right up to the fire and I touched it, ready for this huge flare. Instead, I received a massive electric shock. Enough, it was like, in the movies when people get a shock and they get fired backwards. I don't know how it happened. I mean, muscles all went tight or something happened, but I went flying backwards and ended up like lying against the sofa. And of course, I knew I had this big shock and my whole body was all over the place with it. I mean, I easily could have killed myself or I easily could have done something. Later on, I once talked to an electrician friend of mine and he said, do you know how much electricity is going through those things in an electric fire to make it get to that sort of temperature? It's proper. You don't mess with it. Anyway, I did it, and my first concern was if this thing's lit, I've dropped it. I know I dropped it. Is it going to be on the carpet and is it going to be all fired up? Anyway, the good news was it didn't light, but I was in a hell of a state. Now, you would think that that would be enough for me never to do anything like that again. But here's how my 9-year-old brain worked. I thought my mum is going to work out what's happened here. She's going to, I don't know how, because mums always kind of find out, don't they? They always find out that something's happened. So I quickly took the magnesium ribbon, ran up to my room, put that back into the chemistry set, and then got a big like metal screwdriver thing, and for some reason decided it would be funny to lie in front, not of the fire, because that kind of makes it too obvious, to lie in front of the television with a screwdriver and pretend I'd been killed. 9 years old. I mean, mum comes walking in from the kitchen, and there I am, lying like this with a bloody a screwdriver. My mum screamed. I just kind of went, don't you ever do that again. I got such a bollocking for that, and I deserved it. So yes, I've been electrocuted. I have been electrocuted since. I've been electrocuted several times with light bulbs, classic thing, changing a light bulb, not making sure it's off properly, and then touching it, and or wires. Or when I used to do event management, there was once a time when we had this. I can't remember how we did the setup, but basically, if you were holding the microphone and then you touch the the lighting stand, you got a hell of a shock. And for some reason, we thought it was funny just to leave it like that. Actually, it was helping. I'll tell you what it was. It wasn't when I had my events company. It was when Ian Ledger had his disco. That's when it was. We thought it was funny because if people didn't know, for some reason, they'd be holding the microphone and they chuck the mic off, fired across the dance floor or whatever. Oh, dear me. Anyway, so that was my electric shock moment. Did you see the Oscars? Probably worthwhile having a moment talking about Will Smith. What are your thoughts on that? Did he do the right thing? Was he being a gallant, defensive husband, or was he overreacting? Was it his reptilian brain that took over? Interesting, isn't it? The reptilian brain doesn't actually think things through. When you watch the clip, he started off by laughing, and then he looked over his wife, so upset she was. And then, if you don't know what I'm talking about, basically in the Oscars last night, Chris Rock was hosting it, and he did a joke about Will Smith's wife, Jaden, and the fact that, I mean, she's had or has alopecia, so she shaved all her hair off. She's been very conscious about this, apparently. She talked a lot about it on her podcast and on various things. And she obviously was upset. Of course, she was upset about this comment. And so Will Smith walked up and slapped Chris Rock across the side of the head. And then Chris Rock tried to defend it. And then so Will Smith started effing and blinding and saying, "Don't you use my effing wife's name. Don't use her effing name." And yeah, it was quite something. I mean, it's really one of those legendary things that, you know, if you look on Twitter, obviously in America, they blanked it and they didn't show it. Everywhere else around the world, you can look at the, you know, different streams and you can see it. Oh, good grief. So yeah, so interestingly, I didn't know about that until this morning, and I was looking at somebody's Instagram post. I thought, oh, there's a funny post about Will Smith, and, you know, then changed the name of Hitch to something else on his cover, and I thought that's quite amusing. Didn't know why it was there, and then I saw the thing later on. I don't know if I have an opinion on it yet. It's one of those things. It's all right sometimes not to have an opinion. You know, you don't always have to have an opinion on something. I tell myself that, and it's okay to change your mind on things as well when you get additional information, which I always need to do sometimes. Not always need to do sometimes. What the hell kind of a statement is that, Michael? Which I always need to do sometimes. Which I sometimes need to do is probably what I should have said. Anyway, there's a lot happening this week. It's exciting. I'm going to go through all your comments in a second. So if you want to say anything, if you want to share how you've been electrocuted, please share it in the comments. I'm always interested to know. If you're watching on replay, please share in the comments how you've been electrocuted. It's like a cheap phone and radio show, isn't it? We're taking your calls today on how you have been electrocuted. So give us a call on 01345 123 223 and tell us, how have you been electrocuted? Now here's Bachman Turner Overdrive. Anyway, yes, I'm going to come to that on, but just to let you know, this week, Write That Book is starting again. We have got another challenge and another pop-up. If you go to writethatbook.co.uk, you can just join immediately. Shall I make my little thing pop up there so I can show you that? That's it. Writethatbook.co.uk. You should be redirected straight to the webpage. We'll tell you all about it. There's some videos in there. If you haven't seen the videos of people doing their unboxing of their books, which went out this weekend, then they're on there as well. It's the very bottom of the page. You can go and you can have a little look. It's one of the most emotional things you will ever see. Lots of people opening the box and seeing their book for the first time. It's the most glorious, glorious feeling. And it was a delight to make that video and share it with you. So let's have a little look. Who is here? Comments. Right. Straight in. Hello, Michael. Shocking news. Very clever. I like that. And there was Sarah with a splash, and it's Ian in Edinburgh, and it's Steve there. Right, that's how we were up to. Hi from Hailsham. Hi. Hi, Fee from Westerhope. StreamYard.com/Facebook. I know you have to keep resetting this thing, but it will bring your picture up and let people see who you are, which is lovely when I'm using StreamYard. Hi, it's Fiona here from Salford. Fiona, thank you very much for your offer to help us with how to be brilliant with the admin. I think we're meeting up with you on Friday about that, which is great. And there's Andrea from the Langdon Hills, published author. Andrea Ince, actually, published author. Hello from Essex, buzzing for the pop-up. It's going to be amazing. Sunny Southport. No, treated a few though, A&E. I know. Oh my God, we had a look at that before. Good morning. Hello, Michelle. Lovely to see you. And here is Donald. Greetings from Strontiane. That's how I say it anyway. Hi from KC. And yes, I have a couple of times. Obviously, electrocuted yourself. That's what it must be. On an iron. Got me horrible. Oh dear, sorry about that. We shouldn't really be laughing about it because it can be... but it is also slightly funny sometimes. My husband has shot himself across the kitchen a few times. I've banned him from doing any electrical work. I'm not surprised. A while back, I thought if you switched the lights off at the wall, the ceiling rose was dead. How wrong was I? That's how I managed to do it up there. Same thing. Hello from the Isle of Wight. Hello. Here's Jennifer Flint. Morning from Wild Egg, Whitley Bay. Just had first meeting with my book cover designer. This is exciting. Can't wait to see that, Jen. Hello from the other Newcastle. Hello, Sonia. Lovely to see you from the other Newcastle. There's Ruth. Bet you were a live wire. Very good. Ruth, from our messages at the weekend, I am definitely going to get that done. It just might take me 2 weeks. I want to have a really good look at it first. I'll tell you what it is. So you should never have side conversations when you're doing these things. Always keep it live. So Ruth joined our last Write That Book pop-up and challenge, and she won a competition. And the competition was that I would write the foreword for your book, and it was Ruth who won that. So she's written the book now, and then she sent me a message again saying, Mike, the book's here, would you be still happy to write the foreword? And of course I am. I just need a little bit of time. I thought she needed it done like in 48 hours, and she was like, nah, don't worry, it's fine, you've got a little bit of time, Michael. So we're all good, Ruth, we're doing it. There's Julie in Manchester. Hello. I bet it's raining in Manchester today. You are one naughty boy, Mr. H. Nick Finney, I bet you were too. Hi from Glamagran in Scotland. Hello, Anne-Marie. How lovely to see you. Glamagran. That's superb. You wee rascal. I am a wee rascal. Thank you. As a child, I once burnt a hole in the living room carpet by trying to light a piece of paper in the electric fire. My mum still doesn't know. This definitely isn't in Edinburgh. That's class. We could do a whole session about. I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do a How to Be Brilliant weekend post on things you did as a kid that your parents never found out about. Yeah, so don't anybody pinch that. I'm doing it not next weekend, but the weekend after. I'm going to do that definitely. I've seen someone get electrocuted years ago when I was volunteering in Bosnia. Fortunately, we had several medics with us, and he was looked after well. That was probably a bit more of a serious one than doing the light bulb type thing, I would imagine. Here's David. Hello, David from Saltburn. Nice to see you. And I always remember how much your course helped me. Positive action, massive result. Yes, thank you very much, Anne-Marie. I remember that course well. I'm just out of the shower. Sorry, I'm not just out of the shower. Just out of the shower. Why would I assume you were just out? I'm just out of the shower. I'm tuning in, Michael. No, just out of the shower. Plugged the iron in before a night out. Water must have run down my arm. Oh, man. Had that pulled back moment thrown across my bed. Well shocked. Right. People who write that book are in for an electric time. Yes, they are. Great live, neutral and well. I'm loving the puns. I am loving the puns. Pesky StreamYard. Yeah, you're here. That's all good. You're good. You're good. I've been electrocuted a couple of times. The most notable was I was helping renovate a house and shoved a spade through an old lattice ceiling. I had a hold of the metal part of the spade, went straight through a live wire, blew me off a step ladder and across a room. Shouldn't laugh. I also had a chemistry set around the same time. Sounds like it was similar warped sense of humor. I did something similar with my nan with red food coloring and a sharp knife. All right. With Will Smith, seemed a little out of character, but you just don't know what happened a few hours before. Maybe she was close enough to 10 because of how she felt. Yes, that's a very good point. I still don't think it's right to hit people. I agreed. Maybe if he went on stage to raise awareness and show his love for his wife and make Chris Rock rethink his comments, at least Will apologize this morning. I'm not sure about Chris Rock. Do you know what, Sonia? I think the brilliant person that Will Smith is, maybe he could have gone out on stage and, you're right, not hit him, but done something else. But that reptilian brain, it does take over, doesn't it? It really does. Right. It's brilliant sunshine in Manchester. Hooray. Well, that's great news. I am thrilled about that because it could be nicer here. Anyway, just testing to see if it's... Yes, Steve, it has. Steve, you are there. Steve Scarlett is being shown to the world by StreamYard. Right. So this is happening. It's happening next week. If you've ever thought about writing a book, if you've never thought about writing a book, if you're in the middle of writing a book, if you've already written a book, it doesn't matter where you are, please come and join the Write That Book Challenge. It's £9 for a week of training and knowledge and information. It's absolutely amazing. It's probably one of the most exciting things that I do in my life, seeing people go through this journey. You become a better writer, you become a better person, you become a better thinker. Everything happens because you do that challenge. So please, if you're interested, come and join me and I will see you there. Thank you very much for that today. I've enjoyed it and I will see you all very soon. In fact, I will see Team 17 people on Wednesday night. People who would join the Write That Book Challenge. I'm going to do a welcome live on Friday night, and we'll be doing that, and then another one on the Sunday, and then the training on the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then a special big webinar on the following Monday, and then some special interviews and meet the alumni and behind the scenes and all that type of stuff is going to take place on the Tuesday, Wednesday, and the Thursday. It's going to be brilliant. What a fabulous couple of weeks we have ahead. Thanks very much, everybody. Be brilliant. Oh, 1 second. Jackie from Marine, North Yorkshire, on holiday in Spain. My travel plug pins got stuck in the wall. One of my friends grabbed them out with a hand to pull them out, shot her right across the room. That's no more now about people getting electrocuted. Unless you're watching on replay and you've got a story, then pop it in the comments. Thanks, everybody. Bye.